Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have a love reading, and in today's reading we will be having your person's cards here as well. Both energies are going to be in this reading. So we start with security, and that is important here. But this card really kind of means that somebody felt like something was going to provide them security, but they said after a while they're like, this isn't providing any security or happiness, and I'm over it. I don't really care about this anymore. Whatever that kind of a fake blind security, false security, really purification. Somebody learns something the hard way. It's usually what that's about. Intuitively, purification. Yeah, and we also have prosperity lies ahead. Okay, well that was in the wrong deck, but that's okay. It wanted to come out. And you have this new moon in Taurus, and it's not that we're having a new moon in Taurus. No, we're past that, right? We're in Gemini season. Taurus is the second sign, Gemini the third. But yeah, I believe we did have a new moon in Taurus. I'm pretty sure we did. But anyway, long story short, that doesn't matter here. The prosperity lies ahead. Could have been a full moon in Taurus. I don't really remember, but it's supposed to be, it has to be a new moon, and the full moon would be the opposite sign. Yes, right. So right now we have Gemini and Sagittarius are opposite signs, and this is why we have a Sagittarius full moon coming. I'm pretty sure it's the full moon. Yeah, Gemini new moon. Yeah, that's how it works, right? So the new moon is the beginning of the new season, new Gemini season. But getting away from the astrology for a minute here, right? We have prosperity lies ahead. This is money, and maybe there will be some security here, but it looks like there was false security here. Not really sure, but somebody like had a bit of an awakening. That's really how you put that here, Capricorn. We have leadership. Somebody's taking control of their life. After maybe some type of hard lesson, sometimes purification is a hard lesson. Let's see what else we have, Capricorn. And let's use these cards. We have courage. Somebody has courage, and it is for a completion or an ending of some sorts, because it's a 37, which is 10. We have jealousy. Somebody is jealous here. That's a number 5, and that's a challenging number. And water. Okay, water is about trusting your intuition, creativity. It can be emotions, right? The water. So this is emotional in some way. It definitely is. And interesting, the new moon in Taurus, it says prosperity lies ahead, but it is also about your values and your own self-esteem, right? That's what that Taurus is about. Yeah, so let's see what we have. But we have leadership and courage. Yeah, they go together, right? Can't have leadership in your life if you don't. You can't take the lead in your own life if you don't have courage. That's the way it works, right? There's no way around it. Yeah, I don't care what, the fairy godmother said. Or some older person who, I don't know what they were thinking, or a young person, whatever. And the bottom of the deck here is the sun. And yeah, let's see what we have, Capricorn. We start with the Ace of Swords, Knight of Cups, Magician. The challenge for you is the Fool card. Okay, so here we have what you want is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, maybe they're an earth sign. This could be saying, or what you're hoping for, this could be saying your wish will come true for a new adventure. Right here with the Fool next to it. Here's the challenge. Yeah, what you are afraid of is the Ace of Wands. Like you're not going to have a passionate new opportunity. That's what you're afraid of here. And what's unknown to you or hidden is the Emperor. All right, so before we start to talk about these energies here, if you guys want to get a psychic reading with me, I always check for accuracies each reading, and I am accurate, yes. And yeah, those are a lot of fun. If you need to know about somebody, or your own insight, I'm also a life coach, a Canfield life coach. If you guys remember Jack Canfield, and he wrote the song, not the song, but the book, Chicken Soup for the Soul. So those, if you also, if you want to find out about somebody you don't understand or you don't know them well, get a psychic reading or a combo. And they're done in different formats. They're lots of fun. I have live readings, live calls, or also if you just want a video, or both. Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, and Capricorn, I do past life readings, and those are super powerful. And yeah, if you read about Jan Spiller and the type of and how she did her astrology, you'll know right there. So she based it all on your past lives, and she was badass. So let's see what we have. And Capricorn, I'm laying your person's cards down. And right now, the Magician, for you though, the Magician is on your mind. So this is a new manifestation is on your mind. Not Sagittarius, but Capricorn. Hope I didn't say Sagittarius. And this, you can tell you want a brand new beginning here, Capricorn, and you're being challenged because this is right here next to each other, the Fool and the Magician. And also there could be an Aries in the reading, right? That's a lot of Aries there. We have the Emperor as well. That's also a lot of Aries. And your person's challenge is the Three of Wands reversed. Maybe they have to turn their back on somebody. You know, that Three of Wands reversed. In the upright, it talks about the future. In the reverse, it can talk about I'm stagnant, yeah, and so I'm not taking any action because those are wands. I'm not taking any action to, to change my life or to improve it or something like that, right? So, this person might think that you're not going to have maybe the courage. The wands are about courage too. Maybe you won't have courage for this, Capricorn. That's a possibility. That's not clear here. You have 2 aces and they don't have one. But the point about this is that the majors are up here, and you are looking at this. You have 3 majors up here, and you have 2 aces, and this person has no majors and no aces. So really what it means, these are 2 different decks, right? What it means is that this is really important to you, and it's important to them as well. But for them, it's just highly interesting how they just got like all these, all these kind of, minors. But their reading is still very, very important. In fact, it is piggybacking onto your reading in the way that in their challenge, Three of Wands reversed, this is like I'm going to be stagnant or I'll never move ahead if I don't have courage now. To have this new beginning with the Fool. The Fool is spontaneous and has courage. The Fool hasn't planned anything. I mean, the only plan to it would be, wow, that sounds really good. I'm going to do that. That's the plan, right? This is fire energy, impulsive. So, but here there's something about a lack of movement in the challenge that if somebody doesn't do something in this reading, if something's not left behind or there's some type of a punishment in this reading. Yeah, and the punishment ends up in, the actual punishment itself will be, I'm not going to be able to manifest this. So Capricorn, you start with the Ace of Swords in the past. This is clarity on your part. I feel like it was because the Sun was at the bottom of the deck. But this could be, you could have decided here that you love somebody. You could have. You have the Knight of Cups currently. You may be offering this to this person. They could be offering it to you. And what's on your mind is the Magician. This is maybe somebody was a trickster here, but that's not really showing up. The Jealousy card sometimes can talk about, a trickster because somebody's just, making their rounds, moving around the neighborhood, right? Yeah, and trying to be as, but this could be jealous because somebody's moved on in this reading. This Three of Wands here and the challenge for your person reversed, they could have turned their back on somebody, and in the challenge, they might have had to do it. It's like a condition. The challenge can be a condition, right? Well, if you don't do that, it's not going to work out. Or if you do it, you have a way better chance, things like that, whatever that was, right? So, maybe it is taking action. The Fool is about that, and so are these wands. Your person had to take some type of action. I feel like they did. Now, what's on your mind, too, is this Magician, this manifestation. You might feel like somebody has to be a magician here and take the lead. Here's the leadership card and have courage. That's here. The Magician, he's got a lot of courage. And if he doesn't have a lot of courage, well, he used to be the Fool. Now he moves on to the Magician. So he's already got courage, but that's not really the thing. The thing is he just believes in himself. I can manifest, right? He's got all the tools here, the cup, the sword, the wand, and the pentacle. Now, what you want, Capricorn, is this Queen of Pentacles. Let's get a card. I feel like this is just what you want to manifest this situation. And here's the Ace of Wands next to it for sure. Ten of Pentacles. So it looks like you want to get married to somebody, because here's the Ten of Pentacles here. It can be your legacy. It can be, this can be about, for some, this could be about making a lot of money, right? Prosperity lies ahead. The new moon in Taurus. You could get with somebody and you guys can build a business. It's possible here in this reading, right? This can be a family business, this Ten of Pentacles, where they're making a lot of money, right? And your fear is the Ace of Wands, like you're not going to have a new one. Here's a new beginning in love here. Here it is with the Three of Swords. Look at that. So you might have been a third party. You might have already had your feelings hurt by this person. Maybe they were jealous of you. I know that sounds ridiculous when your partner's jealous of you. Right, but it can happen, right? There could be somebody who got left behind here who is the jealous one and dealing with heartbreak. Could be Three of Swords. Now, the Emperor is what's unknown to you. That means this person is taking care of business on the other side, whatever they need to do down here. So let's look at what they are doing, Capricorn. In the past, they made a choice. Two of Wands. He's holding the globe. He's making a choice for his life. And here's this Three of Wands, which has to do about the future and the past, or the future not being able to move forward, like stuck, right? Yeah. And their current energy is the Ten of Cups. This person chose you. They feel like you're their happily ever after. Yeah, they do. And they're trusting their intuition, because the water card is here. That's what that's about, right? Yeah, it is. Now we have the Queen of Swords, and that's what's on their mind. They are discerning here with the Star. This is kind of like, is there any hope for this? I feel really inspired. I want this. That's the discernment here. I'm really inspired. But, Queen of Swords, because sometimes with her, her precise discernment about things, she can get down. She can kind of be like, oh, I don't know if it'll happen, right? It doesn't always have to be in the reverse, but this is, maybe there's an air sign, a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, but that's, that can be the case here. But this is your person here. What's on their mind is a new beginning with the Star, healing, and this inspiring new beginning, right? And the Ace of Wands is what you're afraid you might not have. That is an inspiring new opportunity. It sure is. Wow. And so, prosperity can be abundant. So it's not always money either over here, but they might have money. We got this Ten of Pentacles is showing up here. They could, right? And so the challenge for your person, Three of Wands reversed with the Three of Cups. A lot of threes here. Three of Swords over here. Yeah, there's almost every three here. And what are we missing? The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, we're missing the Three of Pentacles. And yeah, that's it. Now, Three of Cups with the Three of Wands reversed. This is in the challenge. This person most likely wants to reconcile with you. They might have had to turn their back on somebody, because that's what he's doing in this card, right? The Magician, they too really want to manifest this. But the point about it is that, maybe they were a trickster. Three of Cups could have had you maybe in a third party, could have been. With the Three of Wands especially, right? But this can simply be, I want to reconcile with Capricorn as well for some of you. And this can also be, I just want, the challenge, I really want to be happy. Somebody sees what makes them happy in this reading, right? They do, with that water sign or the water card. They know what true security is. And it's like when you get with somebody you're really aligned with, not somebody who's got a bunch of money and you're unhappy with them. That's not security. That might be financial, but that's not real security, right? So here we have the Four of Wands showing up. Let's get a card on the Page of Cups first. Yeah, and the Page of Cups is what they want here. They want to talk to you. That's what they want, Capricorn, pretty sure here. And to offer you this, it comes with the Page of Swords. Wow, look at that. These are messengers. They want to talk to you, but they're super curious about how you're going to respond. Wow. And in the fear is the Four of Wands. Like they're not going to have something beautiful. You look like you're worried you're not going to have a new beginning in love. And this is about two people who really want to be together and are afraid it's not going to go down like that, right? Five of Cups with it. This could be, this person might have ended something. It's possible with the Five of Cups. Those are endings. This person could have be afraid they're not going to have this with you, even though they ended something. It's a possibility in this reading because we have a 10 over here. That's a completion. 10 of Cups here, completion. Five of Cups is a completion of sorts. So, these are endings, right? And the Four of Wands, remember, I told you they're afraid they're not going to have, either marry you or have something kind of stable with you. They're not going to be happy without you. And what's unknown to them is the 10 of Pentacles. Let's have a look at that with the Four of Wands. So we have the Four of Wands twice. This is what's unknown to them. They don't know if you're married or not. That's how it looks here. Because these can both be married cards, or they don't know if you have a family, things like that. Wow. So this person, maybe you haven't talked to them in a long, long time, but they don't know if you're single. That's how it looks here. Yeah. So this can also be that they don't know if you're going to marry them. Like it's unknown to them. Because remember over here, there's kind of they're curious about, they want to talk to you, but they're really curious about what you're going to say back to them. And, with the 3 here in the challenge and the 2 threes in the challenge, they could have had you in a third party. And here's the 3 of Swords up here. So, they're afraid this isn't going to come together. That's what this is about. And it could be unknown to them, too, whether or not you're partnered up. And so you guys will know who this person is, right? If I'm saying that, right? But it's a very interesting reading here. Somebody's coming to talk to you, Capricorn. And they want to talk love and long term. That's what they want with all these 10s in this reading. 10 of Pentacles twice. We have the 10 of Cups. And that's 3 10s there. And just, there's completions. 5 of Cups is a completion. So there we go, right? I'm going to end this reading right now. And Capricorn, I have a reading for you guys for the members. Stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me to keep bringing these readings forward. They might not know, though, if you're with somebody else, Capricorn. They might not, right? Maybe they're jealous, right? We have jealousy, courage. Yeah, they could be jealous, too. Just jealous, maybe that, maybe they think you're with somebody else and they're jealous. That could be going on in this reading. And they're going to be like, well, I'm not going to have a chance then, right? Yeah, so get in this reading. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining me here.